Hey guys, so Flutterpage banner is here. So here I want to talk about if you should still pull for Flutterpage, and to address that I also want to talk about the pull plans, especially for the coming third anniversary and the patch after that, because I know all of you, your pulls are in shambles. All the Unilog from Enigma, and then there is like Marshall's banner, then now there's Flutterpage, and then there's the Tween, and some of you went for Portrait because how crazy P1 is. So yeah, I can understand that. So here, let me talk a little bit about what you want to do. But the pool plan mainly I'm doing here is addressing new players. But I think some of the things that I'll talk about will be relevant to you as a veteran player. But here, let me answer Flutterpage first. If you don't have Flutterpage, like why don't you have Flutterpage, right? So pull for her, yes, she's still very good. She's still so good in so many teams. The latest Euphoria, DPS Euphoria that we get, who is Winsong, the best in slot is Flutterpage. So come on, even the newest meta, I do consider Winsong as a meta team. Is using Flutterpage, right? Later, Jay's Euphoria also benefit a lot from Flutterpage. So Jay will be in the Repulse archetype, and Repulse archetype at the moment still uses Flutterpage maybe until later where there are more things that is revealed or released related to the Repulse archetype. Okay, Flutterpage currently is the best in slot for Liang Yue's team. And Liang Yue is definitely still top tier. Okay, her team is top tier. Nautica, who is getting Euphoria in 3.7, also works, having Flutterpage in her team because her attacks are follow-up attacks, so Flutterpage works. And then Dynamore also do a lot of follow-up attacks, so Flutterpage can work there. Anjo Nala also follow-up attack, works there as well. Then Repulse, as I already mentioned. So she functions so many teams in so many teams. So yeah, don't skip her. And she haven't got her Euphoria yet, but I kind of worry that her Euphoria might just be like Lopera's. Given how good she still is, they might not give her that much. But anyway, yes, a good character. Highly recommended to pull for. Okay, now for the pool plan, so let us look into the characters that are coming, that is right now in this patch and will be coming in the next two patch. So first of all, the Tweens. Highly recommended because more conduit teams are coming. They are very strong, and I think they will last at least for a year, if not more. So definitely good to start with the teams that are coming. One of them is even free. Then we have Winsong. You can consider this as another DPS because you kind of need at least like 2 to 3 teams. So Winsong can fulfill another team. But here, the Tweens is Star and Mineral. Winsong is Star. I would suggest you to get more of a different afflatus. So if you really think that you already have Star with the Tween, then Winsong may not be that attractive. But hear me out with the coming teammate for the Tweens. They are mostly mineral, so it's going to be quite limited on how much star damage the Tween can do. So getting Winsong is not entirely a bad idea. And yeah, next is Flutterpage. So Flutterpage, as I say, versatility is the main reason why you want to get her, and she works with Winsong. So if you get Winsong, you should get Flutterpage as well. Lopera is mainly good for Igor, but Igor is in a different banner, so you can actually get Igor as well. Then you can form a team with Lopera. And then He Guang can work with Winsong. So yeah, this is the character. But here, for me, the top priority will be the Tweens, Flutterpage, Winsong or Lopera, He Guang or Igor. In 3.7, we have Rhiannon. Don't skip her. It's a must pull. We have Nautica, Euphoria, but if you don't have the Blood tie team, it's kind of hard to build Nautica up because where are you going to get Robuska? Where are you going to get Samwise? So it's going to be expensive, so I don't think you should get her. Regulus, Euphoria, if you get the Tween, there's just no reason to get Regulus. Miss Grace, very strong with Dynamo, so unless you have the Dynamo team, Charon, and who's that? Enigma, right? Then you can consider getting her. But again, Miss Grace share the same main afflators for the twin, which is Mineral. So I think you don't really need her. Okay, 3.8 is Ever Echo, definitely a must get because of the twins. So unless you go for the conduit team, if you're skipping entirely the conduit team, then you don't need to get Ever Echoes. J Euphoria, highly recommended. Has damage, has sustain, has support. What else do you want? Here's the best Euphoria. Really got to see what is coming in 3.9. I can't really recommend her, to pull for her unless I see what is coming in 3.9, because there is not a specific team that she functions in right now, and she just doesn't feel right. As for Cornerstone, also the decision really have to come later, because at the moment it's just hard to justify having like Miss Grace is Mineral, the twin is Mineral, then you have another Cornerstone who is also Mineral. Why is there so many Mineral? Is there that many Beast content where we want to use Mineral units? I am just not sure. So I will need to see, like in 3.9, is there any other new repulse character that will join the team that will further boost the potential of this repulse team? Otherwise, it's something that you need to consider. For me, it's nothing to be considered because I just like repulse gameplay. So for me, it's a must pull anyway. Alright, so the pool plan here, if you are a new player, this is the team that you should go for, you should aim for, but it's all the way under 3.8. Now we are in Collab patch, next is 3.7, then we are in 3.8. By the time Coppelia come in, you should feel the twin are already very strong, especially now also you can get Rhiannon directly, so you will have the twin, Coppelia and Rhiannon, so you will feel the team will be already pretty strong. Then whenever echoes come in, it does help in terms of sustain. So overall, the performance will improve. Okay, so this is the first team. Now you need a second team because, as I explained in the other video about the 3rd anniversary and the status of the game, if you haven't watched that, you should. I put the link to the video in the video description here. So please click on it if you haven't watched that. You do need 2 teams because you need to clear Limbo and Loose Escape, and they need 2 teams. For the second team, you have 2 choices. One is Igor Out team, because this team you can get it right now. You can get Igor from the banner, the one that is shared with He Guang, so you either choose one of them. You can get Lopera. Lopera is also in the Euphoria banner, and you are guaranteed to get the selected character one time. So if you want to save up resources, don't get both Winsong and Lopera. Choose either one, right? Because the other one that if you want to get it, you might then lose 50-50, so which means you need a lot of pulls. So I don't recommend you to do that. Just choose either Lopera or Winsong. Flutterpage, like I say, is a must get because she works in both teams. You can put her there. J later will come, okay? Yeah, J later will come. So in this case, Igor team, at least now you have Lopera who can act as a healer, at least for the lower content, not the end game. Focus Flashback also can use Lopera certain stages, right? Yeah, so if you want a more complete team without having to wait all the way to 3.8, then you can have Igor, Lopera, Flutterpage, and then later J. Another option here is Winsong. The thing is that this option is also slightly cheaper because you don't have to pull for either Igor or He Guang if you don't want to. So you get Winsong, you get Flutterpage, then maybe 5-star healer. Because if we are talking about Loose Escape and Limbo, then it shouldn't be a problem, okay? Yeah, but I would definitely say the sustain side will be a little bit of a problem because both of the sustain, Ever Echoes and J, only comes in 3.8. So you got to wait a pretty long wait. So you do need a temporarily healer at this point. Okay, so this is the pool plan for new players. So at least with this, you can have 2 functioning team. Then you can start clearing Limbo and Loose Escape. Here I want to address one more, the pool plan for players that started in 3.4, which is Paper Heron. Because if you follow my recommendation, you should get the full Paper Heron team, so there's a functional Green Impromptu. Then you should have the Ramona Poison team with Willow, and Tuesday you can exchange it from the shop. in this patch. So that will also give you a functioning poison team. So now with 2 teams, then you just need 1 more, and that team I recommend Conduit, right? So with this, you have 3 teams. If you skip poison team, then same recommendation as for new players. You can either go for Igor team or Winsong's team. Okay, so that will form the 3 teams that you need to clear Focus Flashback, at least within 10 rounds. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't skip Flutterpage. Go get her. And yeah, that's it. Goodbye and have a good day.